I was always coaching people. Coaching was part of my life throughout all these careers, either on my own or when I was corporately hired. And I was doing the construction company for 10 years. And in the winter, we do nothing. So work 8 months and do no work for 4 months in construction. It gets too cold here. You can't do construction. It doesn't work. And so in those other 4 months, I would coach. So I always coached all the time. And then when COVID came, it shut us down. It took 9 months to get materials. So, and the people, unfortunately in Canada, they decided to give people $2,000 a month to stay home instead of working. So I was paying people $40, $50 an hour. And I said, no, I'm staying home. So I shut it down. And then I went full out 100% now in coaching. And so as I'm doing coaching, I did coaching for many, many different things. And now I'm going to land the plane for you. 2 years ago, I'm at a resort, a nice resort with my wife. And we're sitting down at a tapan Japanese restaurant, you know, where they go, and there's 8 people. So my wife and I, husband and wife with their children and respective spouse. So 8 on the table. And as you can tell, I'm so shy. I don't like talking to people. So I ask them, so what are you doing here? What are you doing? So they tell me a little bit, says, what do you do for a living? So I asked, what is it that you do? And this is what the guy did. Well, I have a company. It's a grain company, and it's been in the family for years. And did you see the disconnect that just happened physiologically with him? So I says, what's going on? You don't seem to be connected with this. What's going on? Is it not making money? Is it working? He says, oh yeah, it's working. All right. Says, I'm paying for everybody here, the kids and the grandkids, and I'm all paying for them. We have a wonderful lifestyle. He says, but you seem to be disconnected. He says, it's challenging being an owner. You know, there's no one to speak to. I go, okay. And then he asks me, what is it that you do? And here it is. This is what I do is I talk to owners of companies and CEOs who feel the isolation at the top. All their board of directors is a bunch of yes men, yes women that just acquiesce with everything they say, and they can't have a sounding board that is outside of their perspective to help them understand what's going on. And they can't even talk to their spouse about it because it's not relatable what they're doing. And they're dying with that isolation. And his wife went like this. Did you hear that? I knew I hit jackpot. And so therefore, as I researched this, the rate of CEOs committing suicide, CEOs getting heavily into alcohol and drugs, getting into gambling, and sabotaging their relationships at home is astronomical. So I am the CEO's secret weapon, the executive whisperer on their shoulder to help them vent, articulate, reframe, and empower them to have a message that's going to bring them back to where they were originally. So they continue to impact the lives of all those families that are in the businesses that they are CEO of. And so this is absolutely wonderful. And whenever I speak to people, I always end by saying, and I promise progress. And I'm on a mission now to help these men and women that are silently hurting. And they're not the ones that, they don't raise their hands and says, I'm hurting. They don't. I have to go through back doors and through a lot of painstakingly research to find them. And when I do, and we talk, now you'll see me again. Whenever the conversation ends with me, they all end this way. Oh, that felt great. And this is wonderful to me. So this is my journey of where I'm at. And retirement is not on the radar. I want to do this until I pass. and because it's so rewarding and it makes a difference and an impact.